I think the mics are on.
Mr. Martinez, may I have a mic check?
I'm here, Molly.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm going to call the public hearing on fiscal year 2023-2024 tentative ad valorem millage rates, non-ad valorem tax rolls, and tentative budget agenda for the South Florida Water Management District to order. I'm going to do a roll call now. Mr. Butler?
Here.
Ms. Meads?
Here.
Mr. Steinley?
Here.
I'm Chauncey Goss. I'm here. Mr. Martinez?
I'm here.
Thank you. And Colonel Roman?
I'm here.
Thank you. Mr. Steinley, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? If you could all stand and face the flag, please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to this public hearing on the tentative millage rates, non-ad valorem tax rolls, and tentative budget for fiscal year 2023-2024. Like with our earlier business meetings, this meeting will also be live streamed. Board members, I'll ask you to make sure your microphone is on and you please speak into the mic so the public can hear you. If you turn your head while you're speaking, drag the mic with you. Board members who are on Zoom, I can't see if you raise your hand, so please just speak up if you'd like to comment. Members of the public participating remotely who wish to address the board may use the raise your hand feature on Zoom. If members of the public are having any trouble and need help, staff is available to assist you. Call 561-686-8800 and press 6 for IT support, or go to our website, sfwmd.gov, and click the Ask Us button for help. If you're using a phone and you'd like to comment, please press *9 to raise your hand and *6 to mute and unmute. We'll take public comment first from those who are here in the room and have submitted a comment card, followed by those who raise their hand on Zoom. Molly, if any public comment cards were submitted or if there are any raised hands?
Yes,
Okay,
we do, Mr. Chairman.
thanks.
We'll begin with Caitlin Newcamp, followed by Brandon McElroy.
Hello again, Governing Board members. Caitlin Newcamp, Everglades Policy Associate with Audubon, Florida. As we move forward expeditiously with Everglades restoration, it's important to reflect on how far we've come and the progress we are making. We are grateful for the district's diligent work that has made restoration possible, and as additional projects are completed, it's more important than ever to have a plan that measures our success and provides guidance that the projects being implemented are accomplishing what they are meant to do. So to determine how well our efforts are unfolding, monitoring is of vital importance. Monitoring data is the backstop that tells us we are on the right path. Additionally, it provides accountability to taxpayer investment in the largest ecosystem restoration program in the world. We ask that funding for monitoring across the district's jurisdiction remains a priority. In addition, the Wading Bird Report is an important tool we collaborate with the district on, not only to track avian population dynamics, but also the hydrology of the Everglades. Wading birds are an indicator species for this ecosystem, as well as actual performance metrics for Everglades restoration. They tell us if restoration is working and what ecological shifts, if any, are occurring as various SERP projects are coming online. Over the last few years, there has been an increasing delay in the publication of the Wading Bird Report from a few months to now over a year. The timelines of this report is critical not just in evaluating annual changes in wading bird populations and their success in nesting and fledging their chicks, but also in understanding changing climatic conditions and the hydrology of the Everglades. So we ask that you consider additional support for this important program at the district to address delays of this critical information. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you, Ms. Newcamp. Next, we'll hear from Brandon McElroy, followed by Dr. James White, Jr.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and this space to voice my personal opinion on taxes. At the end of the day, they say cash is king, and I oppose any and all taxes that are additional. I will make a statement, any and all taxes, in addition to inflation, continues to eat away at my livelihood, my family's livelihood, and I just want to read a few numbers out loud that are mine and impact me. Year to date, so there are still several months to go. Year to date, I have paid $9,932 for old age, security, and disability. Year to date, I've paid $2,569 in Medicare taxes. Year to date, I have paid $26,761.71 in federal withholding. This total amount is almost $40,000 year to date that I've paid in taxes. So what does this mean? This means that every dollar that I make, the government is taking 52 cents. So I am only bringing home 48 cents of every dollar. So while this may look like a $10 bill to you, it looks like $4.80 to me. So that's why I oppose any and all taxes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McElroy. Next, we'll hear from Dr. James White, Jr.
Good evening. I'm here today because I'm concerned about receiving these every year. I'm sure you know what they are. Statement in regarding to property taxes. And my main concern with this document is that column 3 every year presents a proposed increase in property taxes. And I don't feel that the people of Palm Beach County should be labored with the possibility of paying property taxes and increase every year, okay? You could increase them every 5 years or every 10 years or whatever, but every year seems to be ridiculous to me. Even though a person may experience an increase in property values, I don't see where this mandates an increase in property taxes. Every time property values go up, we want to pay more money. I don't think this is a good policy for the people of Palm Beach County. And that's it. So let's get this to be more reasonable, okay? Extend it at least 3 or 4 years or something. All right, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Dr. White. Mr. Chairman, we have no additional cards in person, and we have no raised hands on Zoom.
Thank you, and thank you for your comments. Ms. Heater.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is the first of 2 public hearings required by Chapter 200 Florida Statute, TRIM, to adopt millage rates and a budget for fiscal year 2023-2024. This evening, staff will request action on 7 resolutions. 4 resolutions for the adoption of tentative fiscal year 2023-2024 millage rates. 2 resolutions for the adoption of the Everglades agricultural privilege tax rolls. 1 for the Everglades agricultural area and 1 for the C-139 basin. 1 resolution adopting the fiscal year 2023-2024 tentative budget. There are strict statutory guidelines that must be followed in adopting tentative millage rates and budget. The first substantive issue to be discussed is the percentage increase in the millage rates over the rolled back rates necessary to fund the budget, if any, and the specific purposes for which ad valorem tax revenues are being increased. With the tentative rates being proposed this evening, although the millage rates are the same as the current year millage rates, there are percentage increases over the calculated rolled back rates and increases in ad valorem tax revenues to be discussed pursuant to the statute. The tentative millage rates are as follows. District-wide, 0.0948 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to a 98-cent increase per $100,000 of taxable value over the calculated rolled back millage rate. This millage rate is an 11.53% increase in property taxes over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0850. Big Cypress Basin, 0.0978 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to $1.01 increase per $100,000 of taxable value over the calculated rolled back millage rate. This millage rate is an 11.52% increase in property taxes over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0877. Okeechobee Basin, 0.1026 mil. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to a $1.06 increase per $100,000 of taxable value for the calculated rolled back millage rate. This millage rate is an 11.52% increase in property taxes over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0920. Everglades Construction Project, 0.0327. By maintaining the same millage rate, this equates to 34 cents increase per $100,000 of taxable value over the calculated rolled back millage rate. This millage rate is an 11.6% increase in property taxes over the calculated rolled back millage rate of 0.0293. The total combined Big Cypress Basin millage rate of 0.1926 mil. In the Big Cypress Basin, Collier, and a small portion of mainland Monroe counties, these rates represent $19.26 per $100,000 of taxable value. The total combined Okeechobee Basin millage rate of 0.2301 mil. In the Okeechobee Basin, 15 of 16 counties, these rates represent $23.01 per $100,000 of taxable value. The district proposes maintaining the current millage rate to ensure mission-critical functions continue and support operations and maintenance of new and existing infrastructure within both basins of the district. The specific purposes for which ad valorem tax revenues are being increased are to support operations and maintenance of existing infrastructure and new Everglades restoration projects. This aligns recurring expenses with recurring revenues and funds additional increased costs of operations, maintenance, monitoring, land and vegetation management of existing infrastructure, and completed SERP restoration strategies and Northern Everglades projects turned over to operations. Mr. Chair, I turn the meeting back over to you prior to considering the next 4 resolutions on the millage rates.
Thank you, Ms. Heater. As part of the governing board discussion, do we have any public comments or questions?
We have none, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Are there any board members' comments or questions before we move on to consider the resolutions?
Mr. Chairman, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, because I couldn't get in through the meeting, but I'm on, and I have no questions.
Thank you, Mr. Bergeron. Let the record show that Mr. Bergeron's attending the meeting. Board members will be voting on each resolution separately. I'll perform a roll call vote for each resolution. Please proceed with the resolutions, Ms. Heater.
For consideration of Resolution 2023-0916, adopting the district-wide tentative millage rate of 0.0948 mil within the Okeechobee Basin and Big Cypress Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Are there any board member comments or questions on this? Could I-
Mr. Chairman, I move resolution number 2023-0916.
I have a motion.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion by the board? Hearing none, I'm going to call that question. Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yes,
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. Charlie, Ms. Martinez? I don't think he's on.
Thank you, Chauncey. I thought you had forgotten about me.
I didn't
Yes.
forget about you. I wasn't sure you were on. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Thank you, and that passes unanimously.
For consideration of Resolution 2023-0917, adopting the tentative millage rate for the Big Cypress Basin, 0.0978 mil, within the Big Cypress Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Is there any board discussion on that? Hearing none, could I have a-
Mr. Chair, this
Yeah.
is Charlotte. I move to approve Resolution 2023-0917.
I have a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there further board discussion? If not, I'll call the question on resolution number 2023-0917. I'll just stay alphabetical so I don't get in trouble. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
Yes.
Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
yes,
And I vote yes, and I realize that was not alphabetical. Next.
For consideration, Resolution 2023-0918, adopting the tentative millage rate for the Okeechobee Basin, 0.1026 mil, within the Okeechobee Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Are there any board member comments or questions on that? Can I have a motion and a second?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move resolution 2023-0918. Move to adopt.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Or any further discussion? If not, I'll call the question on resolution number 2023-0918. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
Yes.
Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron? Mr. Bergeron?
can you hear me?
I can.
Echo, yes,
Thank you. Mr. Bergeron's a yes vote, and I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously. Go to the next resolution.
For consideration of Resolution 2023-0919, adopting the tentative millage rate for the Everglades Construction Project, 0.0327 mil, within the Okeechobee Basin of the South Florida Water Management District for fiscal year 2023-2024.
Thank you. Are there any board member comments or questions? If not, could I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, can I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2023-0919?
Right, I have a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question on number 2023-0919. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
No, yes.
I'll record that as a yes. Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yes.
And I'm going to vote yes, that passes unanimously. Thank you. Next resolution?
Mr. Chair, this is Mary Cruz Fincher.
Yes.
Hey, on item 6, resolution number 2023-0917, can you please announce the result of that vote?
I thought I did. That
Just
passed
for the-
unanimously. Thank you.
This portion of the presentation pertains to the agricultural privilege tax, which is non-ad valorem per acre tax on actively farmed parcels located within the Everglades agricultural area and the C-139 basin in Palm Beach and Hendry counties. The EAA spans across both Palm Beach and Hendry counties, while the C-139 basin is located solely in Hendry County. Beginning with the agricultural privilege tax for the Everglades agricultural area. Staff requests for consideration that the governing board take action to adopt a resolution that approves previous vegetable acreage disaster tax deferrals from 1996, 2000, and 2016, approves and certifies the Everglades agricultural tax roll. No new vegetable deferral applications were received. The current tax rate is $25 per acre pursuant to Section 373-4592 Florida statute. The rate to be applied to the deferral acres is $25. For the 439,707.82 acres at $25 per acre, total revenue generates $10,992,695.50. Staff applies a 4% budgeted discount of $439,707.82 to account for early payment discount and budget trends for a total budgeted revenue for the EAA at $10,552,987.68. Mr. Chairman, I turn the meeting back over to you prior to considering the adoption of the EAA resolution.
Thank you. Any board members have comments or questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move resolution number 2023-0920.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second for resolution number 2023-0920. Is there further board discussion? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
Yes.
Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously. Go to the next resolution.
For the agricultural privilege tax for the C-139 basin, staff requests for consideration that the governing board take action to adopt a resolution that grants vegetable acreage applications, if any, and approves and certifies the C-139 basin tax roll. No deferral vegetable applications were received. The agricultural privilege tax rate per acre is $1.80, is assessed on the total taxable acres in the C-139 basin of 125,881.34, which yields a total of $226,586.41. Staff applies a 4% budgeted discount of $9,063.46 to account for early payment discount and budget trends. The total 2023-2024 budgeted revenue for the C-139 basin is estimated at $217,522.95. Mr. Chairman, I turn the meeting back over to you prior to considering the adoption of the C-139 basin.
Thank you. Are there any board member comments or questions?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move resolution 2023-0921. Move to adopt.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Is there further board discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question on resolution number 2023-0921. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads? Yes. Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, And that passes unanimously. Go to the next resolution.
This portion of the presentation pertains to the fiscal year 2023-2024 tentative budget amount of $1,147,013,334 to be considered this evening for both revenues and expenditures. The pie chart to the left illustrates the revenues, ad valorem at 29% and state sources at 58%, which makes up 87% of the fund of the revenue. The pie chart to the right illustrates the projected expenses by program, of which 89% of the budget continues to support restoration and operations and maintenance. Mr. Chairman, I turn the meeting back over to you prior to considering the budget resolution.
Thank you. Molly, as part of governing board discussion, do we have any public comments or questions?
We have none, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Are there any board members who have comments or questions before we move on to consider the resolution? Can I have a motion?
Motion to approve resolution number 2023-0922.
A second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second for resolution 2023-0922. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call that question. Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Ms. Meads?
Yes.
Mr. Steinle?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Colonel Roman?
Yes.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yes.
I'm going to vote yes, and that passes unanimously. The final budget hearing is going to be held September 26, 2023 at 5:15 p.m. In this meeting room. This meeting's adjourned.